Hi, welcome to Reacts with Jax. I'm Jax, and today I'm reacting to Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, the extended version. I cannot even tell you how excited I am to see this because even though I watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy when I was in middle school so many years ago, well, maybe not that many years ago, but yeah, so many years ago, I have been reading Lord of the Rings. And so I am now going to be able to watch the extended version, which I've never seen before. This one is way longer than the one that I saw, and I'm going to be able to compare it to the book. Now, just because I've been reading them does not make me Lord of the Rings expert. There is so much information in here. Tolkien developed his own world. I mean, this is really a unique culture with its own language, and then I think there might be more than one language. I mean, he even kind of built out some of the orc languages and then the elves. It's just all so intricate. So I cannot wait to watch this movie and see Peter Jackson's interpretation of this world from a perspective where I now know the source material. And what's really cool is that I've been watching all of the MCU movies and I didn't know any of the source material. This is the first story on my channel that we will be watching together where I actually know the source material that it came from. So this will be really fun. I'm so excited to watch this, and I'm excited to go on this journey with you and the rest of the Fellowship. Let's get started.
Much that once was is lost, for none now live who remember it.
I love that line.
It began with the forging of the great rings. Immortal, wisest, and fairest of all beings.
That's Galadriel, right?
The Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a master ring.
I think they're explaining this very well.
One ring to rule them all.
One ring to find them.
They fought for the freedom of Middle-earth.
Oh god! Oh, the orcs. They're not as scary in the book, I'm telling you. Tolkien has a way of making everything seem lighthearted when he narrates through a hobbit.
But the power of the ring could not be undone.
Yeah, well, everybody gets tempted by it. Not Lammy. He would never.
That Isildur, son of the king, took up his father's sword.
I love how this is shot because it looks a little bit mythological. It's almost like a very dark and dangerous fairy tale. The lighting looks very ethereal. Oh, that's a cool shot. With the smoke?
The ring passed to Isildur. The ring of power has a will of its own.
But do you think the ring is sentient, similar to the Infinity Stones? The rolling of the R. Oh my gosh.
The ring came to the creature Gollum.
The ring came to Smeagol, and it turned him into Gollum. Poor thing.
Rumor grew of a shadow in the east.
I think they're doing such a fantastic job introducing us to this world, the drama of it, the history, so that by the time Frodo gets this ring, you have an understanding of what he has.
Abandoned Gollum. But something happened then the ring did not intend.
The ring did not intend. See, I think they're a bit sentient.
Time will soon come when hobbits will shape the fortunes of all.
I'm very okay with that. If you could live in any of these worlds or any of these lands, where would you want to be? Hobbiton seems like a lovely place. All the Shire does. I don't have subtitles, my goodness. How do I get subtitles? Because obviously I can't understand what they're saying unless I can read it.
I didn't know you could read.
There and back again. A hobbit's tale.
A hobbit's tale? Ugh, look at that writing. How long would that take? That would take forever. You can't quickly construct a note with that kind of penmanship.
Hobbits must seem of little importance, being neither renowned as great warriors.
I'm seeing lots of pigs, but very little sheep.
It has been remarked by some that hobbits' only real passion is for food.
Oh, I would so be a hobbit in this world.
Developed a keen interest in the brewing of ales.
What about the brewing of tea?
It is no bad thing to celebrate a simple life.
I agree, Bilbo. Applause to that.
Frodo, the door.
Oh my god, Frodo, get the damn door. What are you doing with your life, Frodo?
Sticklebats.
Sticklebats. Look at that set. Well, it's just a forest. They put a camera there. It's not like they planted the trees for this. Unless they did.
A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
I must be a wizard then.
You didn't think I'd miss your Uncle Bilbo's birthday?
A birthday party.
Half the Shire's been invited, and the rest of them are turning up anyway.
Yeah, why not? Just invite everyone. Look at that. So beautiful. I love that they're kind of showing he's going through the same distress as Gollum, but not quite as bad. Oh, and they don't show it.
He's up to something.
But you know what it is. Every time I hear up to something, I think of the way Severus Snape said that.
Up to something.
Oh my god, they're so cute.
You haven't aged a day.
I loved how they chose to tell us that Gollum's life was extended, and then they throw that line in.
It was laid down by my father. What say we open one?
Just tea, thank you.
I wonder what possessed hobbits to wear shirts and pants, but not shoes. The music.
There's some cheese here. Oh, no.
It's not quite as happy as before. Dragons.
Just tea, thank you.
Oh, right.
So ominous. The music. I love how they're setting this up.
Not at home.
Yeah, I feel ya. Oh, look at that cake. Oh my god. What kind of oven do you put that in? A big one. Why would hobbits need an oven that big? Our first glimpse of Merry and Pippin.
No, the big one, big one.
Why would you go for the big one?
It is in the ground!
Outside.
That was your idea!
You know, the way this is shot, it kind of looks like a live action cartoon. It's very colorful. Everything looks kind of flawless. I think they did such a great job with all the visuals.
Today is my 111th birthday.
Happy birthday!
I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve.
Oh.
Bye.
I suppose you think that was terribly clever.
How did he get up there? He's bigger, so maybe he walks faster. And he's a wizard.
You will keep an eye on Frodo, won't you?
2 eyes.
Yes.
As often as I can spare them.
I'll keep my eyes on him for the next 3 hours, if you want. Oh, I gotta laugh at my own jokes, because I don't think anyone else will. Lammy will, but he's kind.
Isn't that odd now?
Oh, this camera angle's great.
My precious.
It's been called that before, not by you.
Isn't it called that by everyone who gets corrupted by it?
The ring must go to Frodo. It's late. The road is long.
You're just gonna leave all those candles burning in your house?
The ring is still in your pocket.
Good job, Gandalf. Huh.
I've thought up an ending for my book. And he lived happily ever after to the end of his days.
I love that. I haven't reached the end of Tolkien's book yet, but I hope that's foreshadow. I hope that's how The Lord of the Rings ends. I love that when he gives up the ring, it's like a fresh start for him. I wonder if they're going to continue with this theme of looking up with the camera anytime someone is experiencing potential corruption from the ring. Because so far we've seen that with everyone. God, I hate hearing people scream. Oh! Let me look. It's the Black Riders. Are they the Nazgul? This music It feels so tense. So he does go and study all the old texts.
The One Ring. It shall be an heirloom of my kingdom. All those who follow.
Just destroy it. I wasn't expecting that voice to be so high. I love this.
None of our concern what goes on beyond our borders. Keep your nose out of trouble, and no trouble will come to you.
That's not always how life works.
Maiden of the golden ale.
Boy, mind who you're sweet talking. Rosie knows an idiot when she sees one.
Oh.
Does she?
I haven't gotten to the end of that story yet. I assume they get together, because I think I remember that from the movie, but I'm not entirely sure. It'll be fun to read it.
Is it secret? Is it safe?
Well, it's not a secret, because people are coming for it. It's not safe, because it hasn't been destroyed.
Hold out your hand, Frodo.
That thing's gonna be hot.
Quite cool.
Oh, okay.
It's some form of Elvish. I can't read it.
Is it Elvish?
The language is that of Mordor, which I will not utter here. Common tongue, it says one
Ring to rule them all.
ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them.
That's such a great poem.
Ring yearns above all else to return to the hand of its master. He must never find it.
That was a beautiful explanation. I think this is a phenomenal interpretation of this world so far.
What did you hear?
No, nothing important. That is, I heard a good deal about a ring and...
Come along, Samwise. Keep up. Be careful.
I don't like that they kind of reduced Sam's loyalty to an accident. Like, he wanted to go with Frodo, and Frodo didn't even know he was planning to go with him. Well, that's the way it was with Merry and Pippin too. And Frodo thought he was going to have to take this journey on his own. And I understand why they are doing it this way. They have to like unfold the story and keep the pace and all of that.
Wood elves.
The elves. I loved this part of the book. I didn't know they filmed it. Oh.
They're leaving Middle-earth. I don't know why. It makes me sad.
Yeah. I just love that Gandalf was able to reject the ring, and he values
And Gandalf the Grey
Sauron
rides to Isengard.
as superior to him, but he's not.
It was in the Shire, under my very nose, and yet you did not have the wit to see it.
Gandalf, do not let him put doubt in your head. You did good.
Palantir is a dangerous tool, Saruman. Why should we fear to use it?
As far as I remember, there were a certain amount of wise that were sent to Middle-earth with the goal of destroying the ring, and they're part of this group, but they were told not to use the same type of magic as Sauron. Sweetheart, all the doors are unavailable to you right now.
I seriously think that a hobbit could contend with the will of Sauron.
I do,
There
actually.
are none who can.
It's literally your job to do that, so the fact that you're giving up on it is sad. Come on, Gandalf.
We must join with him, Gandalf.
Nope.
The way of pain!
Sam, we're still in the Shire. What could possibly happen?
Mary, it's Frodo Baggins. Hello, Frodo. Get off him.
And Sam. Why are you forgetting Sam?
You've been in the farmer maggot's crop.
You might want to take some of it with you. You're going on a very long journey.
And those 3 bags of potatoes that we left you last week. And then the mushrooms the week before.
Oh my god, you're such thieves.
Oh, that was close.
Oh my god. I mean, considering everything going on in this world, that's like the least of your worries. Getting smushed into a pile of poop. Like, we just saw Gandalf being tortured by by what he thought was a friend. You're on the road. Gotta get off the road. Oh my god. Ugh. I actually don't have a problem with the worms. That was like the least of all of those insect problems. Are the 9 really not capable of feeling the ring when it's right there? I don't remember if that scene was in the book. No, because the 4 of them were on ponies heading through the old forest to Tom Bombadil's house in the book. I don't think they ran into the 9 until they reached the prancing pony. Get the rope, get the rope. Why is Frodo the one behind? I guess it creates more tension. I love the sounds that they use to communicate that the 9 are there. That's so creepy. Which is great because they're supposed to be horrible. I love this. Oh, look at all the horses. Is Bill in there? Sam's horse Bill? Who gets let go when they go to the mines of Moria, and we're not sure what happened to Bill yet. Because Gandalf said he has a good chance of surviving, just as good as they do.
Gandalf? Not seen him for 6 months.
What do we do now?
Improvise. Oh, that's right. He doesn't know where they're supposed to go. Oh, that's a big one.
This, my friend, is a pint. It comes in pints.
That fellow's done nothing but stare at you since we arrived.
Oh, look. It's Aragorn, son of Arathorn. Oh my god, this is so cool.
Around here, he's known as Strider.
What a great shot. I love how this story is so generational. How Aragorn's ancestor had that. Now it's Frodo. Frodo was given the ring by his family member. This is a very family-oriented story.
He's over there. Frodo Baggins. He's my second cousin.
I forgot about that. They're second cousins? I forgot that they were related. It's very family-oriented. Oh my gosh. No.
That is no trinket you carry.
I carry nothing.
Indeed. I can avoid being seen if I wish.
Oh, he has no fear of fire.
I know what haunts you.
Oh, I don't want anything bad to happen to this poor man. I'm not gonna look. Because if I don't look, it didn't happen. The music is so epic. This makes me want to read the book again. Oh. I am curious what Bilbo saw when he would put on the ring. Because Frodo would see them, and obviously the eye, but we never really got to see what Bilbo saw. I'm assuming he didn't see anything too horrifying. I'm kind of surprised that the 9 can't sense that the ring isn't right there. Don't they feel drawn to its power? I mean, that was a cool shot. I was not fooled by it. I was the first time I saw it.
I think a servant of the enemy would look fairer and feel fouler.
He's foul enough.
I love that. No, he's not. I agree with you, Frodo.
Leading us?
It's Bill. It's Bill the horse. Hi, Bill. Lemmy says hi. Look at that camera shot. They were so far away. They must have had walkie-talkies to be like, and action.
Luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner, supper. He knows about them.
And dessert. It bothers me that he said nothing about dessert. I appreciate that he's providing you with second breakfast. Look at Bill being a total champ right now. Oh, look. It's Harry Potter's dad. It does make me wonder in the Harry Potter series, though, if someone went hunting one day in the forest, what if they really did kill a wizard that was temporarily transformed into an animal?
What orders?
Oh god, they're so scary. Why are they so scary? Because they're evil. Oh no, you're gonna piss off the Ents doing that. Oh god.
Strong, my lord.
They are so scary. How did I watch this when I was a kid and not have nightmares just from those shots alone? Oh god, that's so scary. But that was such a great shot. I love how they're taking their time to really build them up. Like, there's not a lot of action right now, but you can hear the clinking of their armor, the crunching of their feet. It adds to the intensity of everything. Oh, they're standing in front of him. Wow. Oh. The fact that he's willing to take on all 9 at the same time, knowing that no man can take on the Witch King, is so brave of him.
He's been stabbed by a Morgul blade.
Oh. Where's Bill? There's Bill. I love that Bill is just with Sam every step of the way. Sam loved that horse. Sam loves 3 things: Frodo, Bill, and rope. He was a big fan of rope. Okay, this is getting too exciting. I need more chapstick. I wonder how long the makeup application took for each of these orcs. That's a really intense costume right there. And look at how many different orcs they have.
He's passing into the shadow world. He'll soon become a wraith like them.
How many other people have they turned into wraiths like them? Or is Frodo the first one?
You know the Athelas plant?
Athelas?
Kingsfoil.
Kingsfoil.
I don't know that.
It may help to slow the poison.
Hurry, Sam. Go on your own with wraiths all around. Despite the fact that you were just attacked by them. Go through the forest. Did you find it? So you should probably tell Sam that he doesn't need to go looking for it. I have barely read anything about her so far. I was really surprised that she wasn't really in the first book very much, considering how big of a character Arwen is here. So this was originally Glorfindel's character. If I'm saying that right, which I'm probably not, because everything's said with an accent that I don't have. Gosh, the editor is doing a great job with this scene. I can't even imagine how much footage they had, and they just edited that into one cohesive horse chase. You better not. You better not. Absolutely not.
If you want him, come and claim him.
I feel bad for their horses, because we know their horses are not evil. Do we know that, though? Because their horses look kind of evil. Their horses are the real victims in this situation. Good job. But don't let Frodo die. You're gonna need him for like 2 more movies.
Gandalf.
Yes, I'm here.
Look at that beautiful set.
2 more hours and he would have been beyond our aid.
Gandalf! I was so focused on the set. It didn't occur to me that he got away from Saruman.
There is only one Lord of the Ring. He does not share power.
No, he doesn't. Okay, if Gandalf can take an eagle to Rivendell, Why can't they just take the eagles to Mordor? I'm assuming Tolkien would have an explanation for that. Well, it's not how the story needed to go. This was how the story needed to go.
Welcome to Rivendell, Frodo Baggins.
Thank you. Lammy and I are happy to be here, even though you did not welcome us personally. That is so cool. And the angelic music. I love the strong theme of friendship in this story. Makes all the other stuff worth it. Bilbo! Oh, I love that they start bringing in the Shire music. The Shire has come to Rivendell.
This is wonderful.
I meant to go back. Wander the park.
Gosh, look at how much he's aged. That'd be tough to experience rapid aging in such a short period of time.
Saruman has crossed orcs with goblin men. He's breeding an army in the caverns of...
That's what those bigger ones were?
Gandalf, the ring cannot stay here.
Well, yeah, you gotta destroy it. It takes them a long time to get to that conclusion, I must say. Just destroy it. Oh, it's Boromir. Lammy, it's Boromir. It's Legolas. Oh my god, this is so exciting. Gimli. Oh, this is so cool.
It is in men that we must place our hope.
Thank you, Gandalf.
Men are weak.
Excuse
The race
me.
of men is failing.
Haven't the elves overstayed their welcome in Middle-earth?
It is because of men the ring survives. I was there, Gandalf.
Then why didn't you put it into the fire? I don't see you getting it in there, Elrond. Does he have a D on the end of his name? Elrond? Elrond. Don't worry, I've only seen this movie and read the books.
Would have ended that day.
Yeah, it should have. Elrond. But you let him walk away. You let him walk away, and you blame the race of men. Lammy and I do not accept that blame.
The line of kings is broken. There's no strength left in the world of men.
And did you destroy your ring? I think not.
Who could reclaim the throne of Gondor?
Mm-hmm.
He turned from that path a long time ago.
He can turn back. Did I remember everything right? He has a ring of his own, right? Elrond? Duh. I think there is a D on the end. Ah. Oh my god, the Steward of Gondor and the King of Gondor meet.
The shards of Narsil.
I like Boromir. He's such a good man. And I feel like he really represents how even the best of men can be tempted by the ring. And why it has to be destroyed.
No more than a broken head.
They're kind of making it seem like he's not an incredible man. Like there's a little bit of something going on there. And it's an interesting interpretation. I interpreted Boromir to be a pretty great person, but you know what? He does go after the ring and his brother doesn't. I really enjoy that they're focusing on bringing a love story into this. As more of as I wouldn't say it's a central theme, but it's definitely a stronger underlying one.
None can escape it. You will unite or you will fall.
I vote you unite, if I have a say in it. Good job. You did, that was phenomenal.
I saw the eastern sky grow dark, but in the west a pale light lingered. Isildur's bane is found.
He's getting closer to it. Don't touch it.
The One Ring answers to Sauron alone.
This is no mere ranger. He is Aragorn.
Son of Arathorn. What a trip that the Steward of Gondor wants to use the ring the same way Isildur wanted to. And the heir is like, no, we can't use it.
Gondor needs no king.
Well, it's convenient for you to say that. Do you all like the way they're interpreting Boromir's character? I interpreted him as being a much more morally sound person. who genuinely thought the ring could be useful to saving his people, as opposed to being kind of like tainted by the power of the ring and then having the greediest part of him coming out. Good job, Gimli. I appreciate the effort. And I didn't really think he was turned by the ring until he had been spending more time with Frodo. But I'm curious what your interpretation of it was. Do you like the way they're portraying Boromir?
Fires of Mount Doom. Only there can it be unmade.
Unmade. Oh.
To Mordor and cast back into the fiery chasm from whence it came.
Well, you would know. You were there.
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
The infamous meme.
What happens when Sauron takes back what is his?
See, I like the fact that they're all getting a bit corrupt by it now. This part makes sense. Interesting, they've been exposed to it for like, what, 2 minutes, and they're already getting angry? Frodo was carrying it for so long. Bilbo had it for, what, 60 years? How long did he have it? Elrond looks so disappointed. He's like, oh. Yeah, it's gotta be Frodo. I love that Gandalf does not want Frodo to be burdened with this.
I do not know the way.
I think he needs some help, you guys.
I will help you bear this burden, Frodo Baggins.
Gandalf's the first one to say yes. Isn't he like the last one to say yes in the book?
If by my life or death I can protect you, I will.
What a great line.
And you have my bow.
And my axe.
And you have our support. We'll give whatever. We'll bake cookies. We'll bring snacks. We'll take care of Bill.
You need people of intelligence on this sort of mission quest.
I agree. Very well said. As someone who is equally as articulate as him. 9 companions.
You shall be the Fellowship of the Ring.
Against the 9 wraiths.
Glows blue when orcs are close. And it's times like
That would make you hate the color blue.
Mithril.
Shouldn't all of them be wearing that? Or is that an incredibly rare commodity?
My old ring. I should very much like to hold it again.
This is a scary part. I remember this scared me so badly when I was a kid. That really was scary.
I'm sorry I brought this upon you, my boy.
Oh.
I'm sorry that you must carry this burden.
That must be scary for Frodo, because you're looking at the kind of pain you might one day carry. Like, he's still obsessed with that ring. And this is going to change Frodo.
On you who travel with him, no oath,
Hi, Bill.
no bond is laid to go further than you will.
Bill's the true star of this movie.
The Fellowship awaits the ring bearer.
Lead the way, Frodo. That really puts into perspective how far they have to go. And that journey to see them so tiny amongst all that landscape.
Sorry.
Oh. Oh no. They already said the birds. The birds are spies of the enemy. Gosh, you have to be so aware of your surroundings to know that birds are flying against wind. I've never once in my life thought, "Ah, those birds are flying with the wind." Are they bats or birds? I think they're crows. I wonder if this was CGI. Well, yeah, it had to be, right?
We must take the pass of Caradhras.
That way looks worse.
Give the ring to Frodo.
The fact that he rubs his head, which kind of makes it seem like he doesn't think Frodo's much of a threat, like he could take the ring from him if he wanted. I guess that shows that Boromir's kind of plotting something, even subconsciously.
If the mountain defeats you.
I love that Legolas is just walking on top of the snow. I thought Boromir was in the front, and he was using all of his will to, like, create a path through the snow so the hobbits could walk. I was impressed with Boromir in the books because he really did seem to be very self-sacrificial in hopes of making other people's lives better. And they're making him seem so touch and go here. Like sometimes he's a good person, sometimes he's not. I don't know. Maybe that was just my interpretation that he's a far better person than they're portraying him to be right now. Wow.
Let us go through the mines of Moria. Let the ring bearer decide.
You should give Frodo all of the information. He doesn't know.
North doors are invisible when closed. Yes, Gimli, their own masters cannot find them.
Where's Bill? Oh, there he is. Gosh, he was walking up that mountain with you? I didn't see him in the snow.
It mirrors only starlight and moonlight.
Let me speed things up for you. Friend. Oh no, you have to speak it in Elvish. Or...
Speak, friend, and enter.
What do you suppose that means?
I don't know the Elvish word for friend. Oh, I would have been locked out. I love the effort and the enthusiasm. Gotta get situated. We're clearly gonna be here a while.
Mines are no place for a pony, even one so brave as Bill.
Bye-bye, Bill.
Go on, Bill.
Oh, bye-bye, Bill. So for those of you worried about Bill, Gandalf whispered to him something that I assume was magical information, and then said Bill has just as much of a chance of getting home as we do. Now we know these people make it home, or at least some of them do.
Speak, friend, and enter.
What's the Elvish word for friend?
Melon.
Melon. I should have known that, because it's like a melon.
Master Elf, you will enjoy the fabled hospitality of the dwarves. Red meat of...
Ripe meat. I have such a fear of deep-sea creatures. Who doesn't? They're terrifying. And they always want us dead in movies. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Lemmy? How did the ring not come off of him? Like, what if that creature had just swallowed the ring?
Quietly now. It's a 4-day journey to the other side.
4 days? You have to stay in here for 4 days. In a tomb. With a bunch of dead people. And their murderers are still in there. Great. Here's hoping that theme of friendship still plays very strongly in here. Was that the Horn of Gondor? Oh.
There's something down there.
Yeah.
It's gone.
You know, yeah, that's right, you know.
Now the ring has drawn him here. He will never be rid of his need for it.
Wow.
Pity Bilbo didn't kill him when he had the chance.
Pity. 'Tis pity that stayed Bilbo's hand.
Yeah. Frodo never has much sympathy for Smeagol.
Many that live deserve death. Some that die deserve life. Can you give it to them, Frodo?
I think that's one of my favorite lines in all of fiction.
We cannot get out. Shadow moves in the dark.
Don't stop backing up. Stop. I know what's gonna happen. I know. We all know what's gonna happen. Oh! Ah! Maybe nobody heard. Uh-oh. Normally I embrace a musical drum, but not in this case. You know what's so great, I just realized, is that by Gandalf reading the accounts of how they died, they're basically saying that the very enemy that they're about to face was able to get rid of an entire civilization, and now they have to face that same enemy. It really builds up the drama before you even meet the villains.
Let them come. There is one dwarf yet in Moria who still draws breath.
I love how brave Gimli is. Oh. I mean, it's one thing to have to go to battle. It's another thing to have to go to battle with things that look like orcs. Oh, that's terrifying. That's terrifying. Oh, Boromir. The hobbits aren't even prepared for this. I mean, they were play fighting with Boromir, but they don't have any training. Come on. Oh god, he's shot in the head and he's still alive? That's a slow death.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
He's very Rapunzel from Tangled, using a frying pan as a weapon. Oh, God, Lammy. Use your magical dragon Lammy powers to keep Frodo alive. Ah! Okay. Oh, but he's wearing the mithril. But that would still hurt.
I'm alright. I'm not hurt.
Good job, Lammy. I know your power saved him.
You are full of surprises, Master Baggins.
So are the mines of Moria, but not in a good way. Oh.
To the Bridge of Khazad-dum.
To the Bridge of Khazad-dum. It's strange hearing all these names pronounced. Oh, God. Can you imagine if he tripped? You'd really need good running skills. They need Tom Cruise for this running scene. Did you really need all of you? There's like 9 of them. Oh. Gimli, ready to take them all on. Look at how scared Gandalf looks. I kind of wonder how much fate has to do with this world. And the fact that Saruman, the leader of the wizards, had become corrupt. And Gandalf faces this Balrog and transforms himself, spoiler, into the White Wizard. And I kind of wonder if that would have ever happened had Saruman remained true to himself and not turned evil. Because as he turns evil, there's a need for a new leader. Come on, you can do it, you can do it. I love that Legolas saves him. I love how all of the music feels so different for each land they're in, each mythical creature they're encountering. What a teeny tiny little bridge. Why didn't you just make a little bit of a bigger one? Why? That doesn't even have railings. That's a hazard right there, a safety hazard.
I am a servant of the secret fire. Go back to the shadow. You shall not pass!
I'd love a doormat that says that.
Fly, you fools.
The fact that the Balrog is lit with fire and he's falling and he disappears into the darkness because there's just no end to that falling is so terrifying when you see Gandalf falling after him. I hate that Gandalf has to go through such a painful and terrible transformation process. But I also look at it like he becomes a greater version of himself. I thought they handled that all very well. I'm curious if they used the same forest for all these sets, or if they had to go location scouting for a bunch of different forests.
Frodo, you're coming to us.
Interesting! Because she speaks to each of them individually. I love how they're doing this once they enter the forest.
I have the eyes of a hawk and the ears of a fox.
Your bow has been turned against you, Legolas. Oh, they skipped over one of my favorite parts. when they tell Gimli he has to be blindfolded for he can't know the secrets of Lothlorien. And they all agree to be blindfolded. Even Legolas, who's been wanting to see this forever.
And you know what this dwarf says to that?
What?
Ish kakui.
Yeah, well, I speak a different language too. I am Groot. Nobody knows what I just said.
Realm of the Lords Celeborn and of Galadriel.
Celeborn? I thought it was Celeborn. Okay. I'm learning new things. Celeborn. I'm never going to remember that. Well, I don't think I'm going to say Celeborn very often.
Do not let the great emptiness of Khazad-dum fill your heart, Gimli.
I love how kindly she speaks to Gimli and how much Gimli respects her.
What now becomes of this fellowship? Without Gandalf, hope is lost.
Wow, you are such a downer. Oh my god, thank god you didn't write this story.
Welcome, Frodo of the Shire, one who has seen the eye.
I think she's the best casting for an elf. I mean, my gosh, she plays this role beautifully. She's so ethereal. Your feet would get so dirty, and the bottom of your dress would get so dirty. I guess she glows, so maybe she doesn't have to worry about that kind of stuff. This is like Tony Stark's vision in the MCU. I never noticed all the different parallel themes in Harry Potter and the MCU. I guess a lot of fictional stories have similar concepts, even if it's completely unintentional.
I do not deny that my heart has greatly desired this.
See? It's not just men that are greedy.
I pass the test. I will diminish and go into the west.
Good job. It's a bit of a haunting concept, thinking about the elves that were abducted and tortured and mutilated. Like the first batch of elves that had to become the orcs.
Bring them to me alive and unspoiled.
What does that even mean? Unspoiled. Couldn't you just say alive?
May these cloaks help shield you from unfriendly eyes.
We're friendly, so we'll always be able to see you.
Lembas. Elvish whey bread.
I wonder if there's a recipe to make that.
One small bite is enough to fill the stomach of a grown man. How many did you eat? 4.
Oh, I love the boats. I love that they had the budget to do this story right.
And for you, Samwise Gamgee, elven rope made of heathline.
Rope! Oh, he forgot rope, didn't he? I think he forgot rope on the journey. I just remember he was obsessed with rope.
I give you the light of Erendil, our most beloved star.
This feels so beautiful and ethereal and kind of haunting.
I asked her for 1 hair from her golden head. She gave me 3.
That's kind of when Gimli and Legolas become friends, right? I don't recall when their animosity towards one another starts shifting. But I do love their friendship. Oh, God. I was just thinking that's such a beautiful forest. Look at that foot. How does one build that? That seems like it would take many generations. And a crane and like modern day construction material.
I suggest you take some rest and recover your strength, Master Dwarf.
But come on, Mike. Bring no heed to that, you'll not.
No! Don't listen to him, Mary. He's spreading lies about the dwarves. Where's Boromir? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh, and the ring music is playing. I have really been loving this journey with the soundtrack. It's so informative as to what's going on with the characters.
We're all afraid, Frodo. To let that fear drive us to destroy what hope we have. Don't you see that it's madness?
If you get rid of the ring, you have nothing to fight against. Sauron dies.
Only for the strength to defend my people.
Oh, he's throwing wood.
You will take the ring to Sauron! You will betray us!
Oh, I hate that the ring poisons people. Frodo, you might need to take it off now, sweetheart. Or not, and we'll just go on this little journey to meet Sauron. I wonder if when he meets the Eye of Sauron, he feels the heat of the fire, or if it's more just a visual. Oh, God.
Let's take him, Boromir.
Where is the ring?
Is he kneeling to him?
I would have gone with you to the end.
To the end of the line. Yeah. Aragorn, son of Arathorn. That was a beautiful scene. I loved that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, Gimli with that axe. Damn.
Run, Frodo. Go.
Hey! Hey, you! Over here!
Look at them being the most amazing friends. Gosh. I love that you can hear the sound of the orcs before you even see them. Boromir for a win.
The Horn of Gondor. Boromir.
I love that they rushed to his aid. Oh, look at all those orcs. My God. Why are there so many of you? Look at you. Go, Merry and Pippin. Everything's gonna be okay. Oh my God. Damn. Oh, that went right through his leg. Oh, what? Why? This fight scene is so phenomenal. Oh my God, it's just a flesh wound to him. Look at that. He doesn't even care. There we go. Good. Whew.
They took the little ones. Forgive me. I did not see. I have failed you all.
No, you haven't.
You fought bravely.
Yeah.
You have kept your honor.
I love Boromir's character so much.
We'll not let the White City fall, nor our people fail. Our people.
Our people.
My king.
I love that these are all such great people. Being corrupted by the ring doesn't change that. It's supposed to corrupt you. It's like so evil. Gosh, what an emotional scene. Put it in your pocket, get in the boat, wait for Sam, go to Mordor. It's a nice, easy to-do list.
All you have to decide is what to do.
It's one of the best lines in all of fiction. Gandalf has some true winners.
Going to Mordor alone.
Of course you are. And I'm coming with you.
Wow, he sinks like a rock, doesn't he?
I made a promise, Mr. Frodo. Don't you leave him, Samwise Gamgee. And I don't mean to.
I love that at the crux of this story is friendship. That's what pulls you through everything in life. This movie, it takes such an epic story and treats it with so much care. He's wearing the... I don't know what you call those. They're clearly for battle.
Hurry! Frodo and Sam have reached the eastern shore.
Look at how beat up he looks. Oh God. And we're on movie 1.
Frodo's fate is no longer in our hands.
Don't worry, Lammy and I will look after him.
To torment and death.
That's right, they have to go save Merry and Pippin! Oh, I'm so excited for the next movie.
Let us hunt some orc.
Let us hunt some orc indeed. I love how happy Gimli is to fight the orcs. This was incredible. I know they had to change so much because it's a movie, and you have to change things for a movie because movies are told differently than books. Every medium of storytelling has its own style. I think you will.
Yet, Mr. Frodo.
I agree with Sam.
I'm glad you're with me.
Yeah, this would be terrible to do alone. Plus, you would probably have died. I think they transitioned the story of this book into this movie, at least the first one, so perfectly. There were a couple of moments here and there that I really loved in the book that I would have loved to have seen in this movie. But I understand why they made the changes they did. That was the end? Directed by Peter Jackson. So that was Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Oh my god, this was wonderful. I hadn't seen the extended version before, and I don't remember the original version enough to know what parts were extended and what parts weren't. But overall, I just thought this movie was such a beautiful interpretation of a very difficult story to tell. You know, when I was reading this book, what really struck me about it was the fact that Tolkien took his time with this story. He took his time with all of the characters. He explained everything so beautifully. He was also explaining the vast history of Middle-earth and a lot of these characters while he was telling a very succinct story. And I always thought that this was quite a slow, lackadaisical, and very enjoyable read. But when I think about how they have to transition the pace of this story and the intensity of it into a short film. I mean, it's short, it's long for a film, but when you think about how much content is in this book, and this is just the first one, I'm so grateful that they took their time with this story and didn't choose to make it just 2 hours. You know, the fact that they give you well over 3 hours to tell it is so wonderful. And I loved all the casting. I loved Gimli in this. I mean, some of my favorite things in the book were the friendships. I've said that every time we watch a movie. I always say that the friendships are my favorite part. And it's true for books as well. It's what made me fall in love with Lord of the Rings. It's what made me fall in love with Harry Potter. The fact that you have these main characters that are surrounded with such incredible friendships. And so there were two parts of the book that I really loved. Well, three, but one of them I didn't think was going to be in here. And that was the part where they go to Tom Bombadil's house, which is this magical kind of mythical representation. I think he's a representation, like the physical embodiment of the countryside, which Middle-earth is a lot of countryside. And so he's kind of like a mythical creature in the old forest. And that was in this right around the time that Merry, Pippin, Frodo, and Sam would have come across the first of the Nazgul. And I'm probably saying it all wrong because they were rolling their R's. They were saying everything with really beautiful accents. I was not used to that. I'm like used to reading the names of everything in this book, and I was saying things very differently. So my pronunciation is going to be completely off. But right around that time is when they were going through the old forest on little ponies, and they come across Tom Bombadil, who I loved. And so that was a beautiful, beautiful scene. I didn't expect them to put that in here though, because I didn't remember it from the movie. And also I feel like it's not really essential to the core plot. And I'm very aware that with all of the details, they did such a fantastic job of keeping this about the destruction of the ring. You know, they started off this story with giving you backstory about the ring. I would argue the ring is probably the main character of this, even though most people would probably say Frodo. I think the ring itself is the main character, even though it's an inanimate object with a little bit of magic and maybe some awareness as to its surroundings, because it does seem a bit sentient to me. But there were two parts of this movie that I was a little bummed that they changed. The first part was the fact that Merry, Pippin, and Sam didn't happen to go with Frodo. They chose to go with Frodo. They realized Frodo was planning to go to, I think it was Rivendell. I can't remember exactly what he was planning to do in the books, but I do remember he was planning on making this journey. He was kind of wrapping up his life. Gandalf had said, you don't need to leave right away. You can like take your time and go, but still go fairly quickly. And Sam, Merry, and Pippin all realized this was happening, and secretly they kind of planned to go with him, but they didn't tell Frodo. So when Frodo was like, okay, by the way, I'm leaving, they're like, oh wait, we're going with you because we're your best friends and we're not going to let you do this alone. And actually, Frodo was like horrifyingly unprepared for this journey. It was Merry, Pippin, and Sam that were the ones that like packed a bunch of necessary stuff. I can't remember if it was Merry or Pippin that like brought the ponies so that they had something to ride on the way to Rivendell, or at least to the Prancing Pony, because I think they lost their ponies when they got to the Prancing Pony. Anyway, so that was a part that I really missed out on, the fact that, you know, they were just the best of friends to Frodo, but I thought they did a wonderful job of showing the strong themes of friendship in here, even though they changed everything. And I can completely understand why they changed what they did, because, you know, you have this incredibly large cast of characters that you're trying to introduce to an audience that might not know the source material or might not have read the source material in a really long time. And I like the fact that you first meet Bilbo, and then you meet Frodo, and then sometime later you're introduced to Merry and Pippin, and each of them got their own individualized entrance into this film, an introduction to the audience. So I actually really liked the way they did that, because in a book you can introduce as many people as you want, because you can just go back a page if you don't remember someone's name, where, you know, the way you have to tell a movie is so different. So I didn't mind that they changed it. I just kind of missed the fact that Frodo, Sam, and Pippin were so heavily involved in the planning of leaving for Rivendell in the first place. And the next thing that I kind of missed out on, but I don't mind that they changed it. It was just one of those things that I wished I could have seen it, but I got to experience it in the book, was when they go to Lothlorien, the elves are like, oh, we're not friends with dwarves, and we don't want a dwarf knowing the layout of this forest, so we have to blindfold Gimli. And the others are like, if he's blindfolded, we will be blindfolded. And what's his name? Orlando Bloom. What's his character name? Oh, darn, I can't remember. Legolas. Legolas is like, but I've been wanting to see Lothlorien my whole life. You mean to tell me I have to be blindfolded? And they're like, yes. and he's so disappointed, and he's a bit bitter about it. But I feel like it was a bonding process. And the fact that Gimli was so enamored by Cate Blanchett's character, Lady... Why am I forgetting all of their names? I literally just spent 3 hours with all of these characters. Lady Galadriel. God. Memory like a steel trap. So he was so enamored by Galadriel, and I just thought that that was so impactful because of how the elves treated him at first, where they were so untrusting of him. And it just creates quite a juxtaposition where you really see them starting off as enemies, but you realize they're not enemies. Like, they just have history behind them, and Gimli's appreciation for Galadriel and Legolas's growing friendship with him, it's just so great in the books. And I do think that they handled it very well in this movie. We saw Legolas saving Gimli in the Mines of Moria when he pulled his beard and he was like, not the beard. I loved it. I thought they treated this story with so much care, so much respect. I loved being able to hear all of the names of things that I've been reading for a while and hear their interpretation of everything. It was great, and I'm so curious to know what you thought about this. If you've read this, let me know if you've read the books. Are you just a fan of the movies? Are you a fan of the books and the movies? Are you just a fan of the books and you don't think the movies did these books justice? I think so far this was phenomenal. And by the way, thank you so much for letting me know that you wanted me to watch the extended version. I didn't know there was an extended edition, so this was great. I got to see some new things and got to revisit a world that I haven't been to in probably 20 years. I don't know when these came out, but I was very young at the time, and I have a newfound appreciation for them now that I'm adult, and also now that I've been able to read the source material. So I am going to be watching the next movie. I'm so excited about it because I've already read that book, and then hopefully by the time I get to the third movie, I will have finished the third book. I have a lot of reading to do. but that's okay because it'll be fresh in my mind. So thank you so much for recommending these to me. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me today. I had so much fun with you. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification, and like this video if you enjoyed this content. It really supports my channel and I appreciate it so much. I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you all next time. Bye.